for little D today.
Yeah, for his appointment. Good morning. How are you all? I see you guys are already chatting it up. That is fantastic. Oh, Michelle, I see that yours says it starts in 59 minutes. But here I am. Are you still on, Michelle? Let me know if you guys are still on. And will somebody please let me know if you can hear me okay and see me okay? Let's see. I'm looking through some of your comments. Okay, so Dave helped Michelle with the time difference. Thank you, Dave. Okay, so really quick before we get started, you guys, I have just a few quick announcements to make. If you have joined our previous live streams, welcome back. And this might be a little bit of a repeat for you guys, but I want to make sure that I talk about it for those who have, this is their first time joining. So I'm going to put this up and hold this up if you can see this really quick. This is the information where you can order your Christmas Village figurines for the Lamax Grand Carousel. This is the website addressed here. It is officially up and running, so you guys are able to place your order directly through that website. I have some samples of the cute little figurines here. If you guys are interested. And again, this is for the Lamax Grand Carousel because that carousel does not come with riders. And there are a lot of folks who have that particular carousel and they don't have any riders on them. So you can place your order if you would like the riders and then just like use some ZOTS, Z-O-T-S, to stick them on if you want them to be kind of semi-permanent, or you can always hot glue them or use like E6000 if you would prefer them to be permanent on your carousel. So the other announcement that I have to make is for Veronica. She is selling Christmas Village buildings, and this is her email address here. I also have this information in the description box, so you guys can check that information out there if you didn't have enough time to take it down here. Now, for those, for Veronica, if you're on, and Robin, if you're already on, you can also post to the chat your website address, email, and Veronica, your email for what you're doing. Oh, Robin also is selling buildings on his eBay account. I forgot to post the eBay. So Robin, if you want to go ahead and make a note for how they can find you on eBay, that would be fantastic. One more announcement. So Robin came up with the idea and emailed me about it a couple of days ago to do a Christmas Village contest. So what do you guys think about that? Is it something that you may want to do? If you are interested and it might be something you would consider, go ahead and say like yes to contest in the chat and let me know if we can get enough people to want to participate. I think that'll be awesome. We'll do like a little grand prize and maybe a little trophy or something like that to give to the winners. And what I will do is give you the qualifications in a different video so that you know what you will be graded on. What I was thinking is one category like best overall village, a second category best overall scene setup within a village. So did you set the scene? Did you have all the little details that go along with that scene? And maybe a third category if we do a third most creative or something like that. So I'm going to reach out to a few people to see if they'd be interested in being judges for this, and so that it will be not just on me. I don't want to be the judge alone on this. So I think we should, Robin posed the idea of doing a panel of judges, which I thought was a fantastic idea. So let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in doing. I think it would be a lot of fun. I have not set a cutoff date for it yet, but realistically, I would like to have all video submissions and picture submissions probably no later than December 10th, because I would need time to put the video together to present to the judges and give them enough time to go through it, watch it, and make their judgment. So keep that date in the back of your head, December 10th for submissions. And then I was thinking we could probably do like Christmas Eve, announce the winner. And I would just do like a quick little video for that saying who the winner is on Christmas Eve. So moving on, I am going to read through some of your comments before I take a step back. Today, you guys, I actually am going to show you live how to do a few things for your village. So Lord willing, if time allows, what I want to do is show you some basic table setup displays today, as well as how to make super easy, cheap, and affordable retaining walls with stuff you guys probably already have in your house. So I want to make sure that we have enough time to get to those things. So I'm going to just look at a few comments now. And then my awesome hubby is here helping me today. This is Dewan. And what he's going to do for me so we can still kind of get to all of your questions, when I take a step back working while I'm showing you guys what I'm doing, he's going to read to me your comments so that I can keep working and answer your questions at the same time. Okay, so Margot says, you mean AZ? We don't need daylight savings times because we have so much daylight, we can't waste it. 3 hours difference from Eastern. Yes. Michelle, Dave, 50%. Michelle. Good morning, everyone. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. Good morning, Michelle. God bless you too. Dave M says, good morning. Oh, that was my other announcement. Dave from eHobby Tools, you guys, is on the live stream now. And also, you can make your reservations through ehobbytools.com. I just placed my order yesterday morning and was able to reserve my items that I want to get. And I think they're due to ship out the middle of September. Dave, if I'm wrong on that, write a note and correct me in the chat. But I believe they will ship out sometime like middle or end of September. So you can make your reservations now. And you guys, I recommend definitely, if there's something that you already wanted from there, if you set up your wish list, place your order for it now, because stuff is flying off the shelves like hotcakes. And just to give you also another tip, just on regular Christmas stuff in general, they're expecting a little bit of a shortage just overall for Christmas decorations, bulbs, garlands, wreaths, like you name it. So if you see something you like, I highly recommend getting it, because waiting towards the latter part of the season, it's probably going to be gone. So that was a little inside scoop that I got from a Christmas distributor. So you're welcome. Let's see. Michelle says, has anyone other than me begun creating any layouts yet? Michelle, I have actually finally got my layout design together just probably, I think like 5 days ago. I have it all sketched out. So I'm actually hoping to pull out my tables this coming week to get my build started that I need to get done for my carnival and a few other things. Michelle says, yes, my house is getting too full of things from my village. Good morning, Veronica. Okay. Let's see. Michelle says, I'll judge. Oh, nice. Oh, we have some people willing to judge. Oh, this takes so much pressure off of me. That will be actually fantastic. Thank you, Michelle. I will reach out to you directly. If you wouldn't mind, I can't remember if I have your email address or not. I think I do because you've emailed me about the other platform before. But just in case, shoot me a comment with your email address or just email me directly, miriamsmanor@gmail.com, and we can correspond on that. So thank you for that. Debbie says, love to all. Robin says, eBay address is Spidey254. That he was giving that address for the buildings he's selling on eBay. Veronica says, thank you, Miriam. For anyone interested in the pieces I have for sale, email me at vgheart2@cs.com. She will send pictures and descriptions. Oh, hi, Mama. Mom says she'll judge. Thanks, Mom. That would be fantastic. Are you not entering then? Well, I guess that would kind of be hard since you're my mom. I wouldn't be able to vote on yours. Dave says the items that would be open for reservation mid-August are available to order. Yes, I did see that. Thank you. And you did, Michelle. When did you email me your mountain? Oh my gosh, I thought I just checked my email. I'm going to check it again. If you just sent it, I'll check it after the live stream. I can't wait to see it. I have been waiting to see your mountain. Robin says, good morning, Eve. How are you today? Eve said she's working on her layouts and taking many mental notes. Yes, we do have 2 Michelles. All right, you guys. So I'm going to take a step back and I'm going to start showing you some of the stuff for the table setup. And I'm going to take my coffee. You guys like my mug? Coffee, mascara, and Jesus. It's what I need. Not in that order, of course. Jesus would be first. So these are the table bases. Can you guys still hear me okay? Because I'm kind of far away. These are the bases that I use. They're just sawhorses, and they are the genuine Burrow brand. As you can see, they are stackable. They don't take up too much space once they're stacked. I use 6 of these things to set up my village. So all I do is take these 2 and then put my board on top of this. And I'm going to get the MDF board just right here. So I'm going to pop out of view for just 1 second. It's a 2-person job. All right. So this MDF board that we're working with here is a 4x4. These MDF boards you can buy at any big box store, Lowe's, Home Depot, for about $40 for a 8x4. But these are actually the boards we use for my kiddos' villages, which is what I'm going to be working on today. And we just cut it in half and we are able to get 2 boards for their 2 villages. So I don't know if you guys can see. Can you see these holes right here? These are the holes that I drill in the table to drop my cords. So this is the drill bit attachment that you can make the holes with. It makes really clean holes. And this is the case that I bought it in. Honey, this was what, like, different sizes you can open. Yeah, show. I was going to, but it was like what, $20? Was it something like that? It was like 25 to 30. 25 to 30. So, and this kit comes with a bunch of different sizes for holes. So if you have like the AC adapters that you need to fit through this, I use this large one, and this does accommodate the hole for the AC adapter. Or you could still just do a smaller one and like put the small piece for the AC adapter up the table. So there's definitely different sizes for you to use. This keeps you a little bit better organized with your table display. And all you do is literally use it like a regular drill and then drill it down and it'll create the hole for you.
Got your phone off.
Oh, can you shut it off? It's right behind your laptop. Thank you, baby. So I'm going to show you this layout. I was really inspired by this video that I saw about 2 weeks ago from another YouTuber that I wanted to bring to you guys and show you. I'm just switching it up just a little bit, but it's a really great and creative idea on how to create landscapes, especially for those who feel like if you're a little bit creatively challenged, or if you don't have a lot of space to store things later. And this is super inexpensive. So I thought it was a fantastic idea. I wanted to bring it to you guys. I kind of put my own spin on it with materials that I already had laying around the house. So what we're gonna do, and I will post the link to the video that inspired me in the description box. I was trying to do that before we got started, but I just didn't have enough time. But I'll definitely do that so you guys can go on and check that video out. So what I did is just took some scrap pieces of MDF, some 2x3s that I also had lying around the house, and I just screwed the legs on to this. Now, the video, they used pallets for theirs so that they could just drop their cords through, but I don't have any pallets, so I have tons of extra wood, so that is what I'm using for this. So just like that, super simple and easy. These took me only about 15 minutes to put together, and I've got a tall back elevation here to stagger my layout. And then from there, I created another smaller one. On that track, oh, there we go. Okay, so can you guys start to see it coming together? We've got our top layer, our second tier layer, and then our bottom tier there. And I am gonna just make sure my tracks are set right so they can go around my train.
You're gonna need more room for the train on the back side. Yeah, so it don't bump.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn this on so that I can make sure that the train goes around good and has proper clearance all the way around before I proceed. Yep, and I'm good. So this is what I wanted to show you guys. This is what I wanted to show you how to make, because these things are super simple. And look at this stone wall that is really flat that you can make to disguise gaps like in here and have it look so great. So this styrofoam I just got out of a package that I already had. I ordered a furniture piece and it came in there. And all I did was take a cardboard box and used white glue and glued this piece of styrofoam onto the cardboard backing. And then I made this. So this would fit just right here to be the stone wall for this. And I am just going to, I left additional cardboard on the side. If you see this right here, I left some cardboard on the side so that I can use this to staple gun to my wood pieces on the side here. Thanks, baby. Boom, an instant wall. Isn't that so cool? What do you guys think? So I have one here that I'm going to get started on. And this one actually has the cutouts for the tunnel in the train. So I'm going to show you how I use this tool.
So Mike has a quick question.
What's the quick question? Mike
wants to know, Miriam, why did you use glue on the cardboard versus letting the styrofoam stand on its own?
Because I had to adhere the styrofoam to the cardboard. And if I didn't do that, it would just, the styrofoam piece would just fall over. So I needed to make sure that this piece acted as one unit so that when I attach it to my wood base, everything stays in place and is not risk of toppling over onto my other village pieces. And when the glue that you can use for this, you don't need any type of fancy glue. I actually use the Elmer's white school glue for this. You can use Mod Podge if you want, or that more expensive glue, but I just buy the regular cheap school glue. It's what I have at my house, a lot of, since I have school-aged kids. And so it's what I use. Now, so this one, like I said, I've already glued the styrofoam onto the cardboard. And this train piece, I'm going to now cut off with my hot knife. Can you guys see that okay? Oh, I don't have that on.
That was Michelle, by the way. Mick for Michelle.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Sorry, Michelle. Cash Axe 93 wants to know, Miriam, can you please put the name of the board below?
The styrofoam board?
I guess it just says the board.
Do you mean the MDF board or the styrofoam board? I'll link all of it though. I'll put all of it in the description box, and I'll actually leave links for you guys in this video so that you can know where to purchase everything. Okay, so this is going to be like this here. So you can see how the train is going to go through the tunnels. And now, you know what? I need to get a little bit closer with this actually.
There was a question asking what is MDF board too?
MDF board is a compressed particle board, wood board. Sorry guys, I'm trying to plug in my hot knife to a closer location so you can better see what I'm doing here. Okay, so I'm just gonna take my hot wire, and literally, I love this tool. I just make little indentations into the styrofoam, and it's gonna give me that pattern like that back there. The bigger rock formations that I wanna create, I just really stay creative with it. and just make a shape that I think works. There's no rhyme or reason to this. Just literally push the knife in or the hot wire and take it out. And this blade is from Hot Wire Foam Factory is the brand. They do sell this on Amazon, but they also have a website where you can order from them directly. But you can see how easy this is to use. I'm literally just putting the wire in. Do we have any other questions, honey?
Nope, we're good so far.
Okay. You guys can still ask away while I'm doing this because my hubby is watching the comments for me. Sometimes I like to put it in on the side like this to just create a larger rock formation. Like that, so it looks kind of just like a bigger rock, and then smooth out the edges and kind of round it out.
We need to put a link in for the styrofoam cutters.
Yes. I will make sure to do that. Thank you, honey. Then you can really see how long it takes to do some of this stuff, because sometimes on the video, I'll show you guys how to do it a couple of times. And then I fast forward, or I'll just pop up into the next scene.
Maria said, "Hi, Miriam. Love to see you crafting for Christmas. My favorite is the villages. Thanks for doing this."
Oh, you're so welcome, Maria. Is that Maria P? Last name starts with a P?
Maria Tabatis.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Hi, Maria. How are you?
Robin wants to know, how would you retrieve your train if it gets stuck in that big tunnel? You can stick your arm in it.
Yeah, the back one, I'm actually not, they're open on the sides, and I'm only going to staple gun it from one side, so that way I'll be able to get in there. But you know what? This Walmart, that train here, you guys, this is a Walmart train. This thing never derails. It was $25 for the little train setup you see here. It does come with 3 box cars, I think, that I didn't pull out. But it is one of the most reliable trains that I have ever used. It was the first train that I bought for my original village like 4 years ago. I have an HO scale train, a Bachmann train, and that thing derails constantly. It drives me nuts. Which is why I've never put my train through an actual tunnel. I've never done a tunnel for my village, but I do it for my kids' villages because they have the train that just definitely doesn't derail like mine does. So they can have the cute little tunnels, and I have to wait to buy a train set before I can build a tunnel in my village. Can you guys see this okay?
Yep.
Okay, great. And I bent my piece right here just a little bit, so I cracked my foam, but not to worry. It's very easy to repair those pieces, and I can show you guys how if you end up doing the same. All right, I think that calls it good. So this is what we're looking like so far.
Ron wanted to know, where does she get all of her styrofoam? How about you tell Ron where you get all your styrofoam?
Okay. So I'm going to sit down for this because my husband actually is very irritated that I have a garage full of styrofoam. I keep all of my friends and family, when they get big packages, I have called every single last one of them so they know, even my neighbors, you guys, when they get big packages, I tell them, keep your styrofoam and give it to me. It's like gold to me, so please save it, don't throw it away. I will come pick it up. You don't have to do anything. I will take care of it. So they all know to save their styrofoam for me. And throughout the year with everyone doing it, I typically have enough styrofoam to get me through my new projects every year. But when I do buy styrofoam, I buy the insulation foam boards from Lowe's. They have them at Home Depot as well. And they are the 1.5 inch. They also have a 2-inch one, but they have a 1.5 and a 2-inch thick styrofoam board that is 4 feet by 8 feet. And it's roughly about $20 for the entire board. You can cut that up into different shapes and sizes that you need to use. And it's a pretty affordable way. Now, that insulation foam board does come with a protective coating on both sides. I do rip off the paper on both sides so I can get straight to the foam and use the foam when I'm crafting. So there you go. I'm going to get my paint mixed and show you guys the next step.
Paul from the UK says your Walmart train probably runs out of steam halfway around. How about you tell him how long you've had that train?
Oh yeah, that train is like 4 years old, and it's battery operated, and it lasts. The batteries that I put in it, I use Energizer batteries. They last the entire Christmas season, running it every day, because this train is in my kids' village now, and they run it every day for like an hour or two, and it lasts throughout the entire Christmas season. So we're good with it. So I'm going to make some black wash, and I'm just using this apple barrel paint. You can find this at Walmart. And I'm going to show you how much paint I'm putting in here.
Ron says, let hubby know we'll help him clean out that garage.
And then I'm going to add some water to this, you guys, so that I can create a black wash. And I'm going to mix this up very well. Okay. So now I'm just going to take my black wash and I am going to paint every crevice in this unit. And really take your brush and get deep down into each little crevice that you created. You want your crevices to be super dark and black because it's going to look like a natural rock pattern, like it's a little shadowy groove by the time it's all done painted. And for those of you who have seen my videos before, you've seen me do this countless times already. I follow the same paint practice when I am painting, always starting with a black wash first.
Eve said that's why it's another great idea to glue the styrofoam to the cardboard just in case the styrofoam snaps. It all stays together.
Yes, that's right. Because technically, if I don't want to, I don't have to repair this piece because when I go to adhere it to the wood, it's on a strong back that's still together. And I don't have to do anything with it.
Ryan wants to know, for large areas, can regular house paint work for styrofoam? You ever tried that?
I think I have, because I think I took some of the brown paint we had for our house and put it on styrofoam. I think I have, Ron. I typically do buy just a little craft paint that you can find here at Walmart. There is a brand that I do like to buy. If I am making these to sell, I do use a higher quality paint, and I use a different brand from Michael's. But if I am building something for myself, I'm fine with the Apple Barrel brand. It works just great. And so far, even after all of these years, when I first started creating like 4 years ago, I still don't have any discoloration in any of my pieces. So far, so good. It works fine. And this big bottle of the black that I have up there, no, now my cup is covering it. But that large bottle there is, I think, like $4.60 at Walmart. So it's pretty affordable for the amount of paint that you get. This bottle here, this size, for the 8 ounces is, I want to say $3.
We need to send some love to Vanessa Taylor. She said, sorry, I will miss the session today. Lost my mom last week.
Vanessa, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I will be praying for you that you have peace during this transition and that you will be well and you and your family will have peace while you go through your mourning process. I'm so sorry to hear about your mom. Thank you for popping on, though, even just for the time that you were able.
Alistair said, hi, that resolved my problem for my train for the village. I was wrecking my head on how to do a tunnel and still have the village around it. And I knew you would resolve that problem for me.
Aw, hey, Alistair. I'm so glad that it has worked out for you. And that it's something that's so simple to do as well.
Michelle also responded to Ryan, letting him know that she's also seen videos where they have used house paint on foam.
Okay, great. I know, I'm trying to like single-handedly hold this up and paint at the same time. So let me know, you guys, do you kind of like this style for the live stream with me doing kind of like a live tutorial for you guys? I know it takes a little bit longer, but is it something that you want to continue doing? Give me some feedback so that I know if we should go back like to the other way or if you guys like the live instruction.
Michelle gave an immediate yes. Michelle Beasley.
Okay. Anybody else?
Robin Wright wants to know, Miriam, does hubby ever give you input in for your village designs, or does he just stay out of your hair?
Most of the times he stays out of my hair. He's not the villager at all. He's not into it like that. So he's
Let you play.
He lets me do my thing. But if I am stumped on like how to build something, the logistical side of things, I'll go grab him and ask for help, and then he can toss around ideas for me that works, because he's an engineer and has an engineer's mind. So he's always coming up with different ways of me doing things. Sometimes he comes and puts his 2 cents in when it's not asked for and says, well, you know, honey, you can do it like this and it'll be better and faster. And I'm halfway through me doing it one way, and I'm like, that information would have been helpful before I started, but thanks. But for the most part, he lets me just kind of do my thing because he knows this is what I love and I'm like a fanatic about it. So he's really good about just letting me play.
So you have a bunch of yeses to the tutorial. Yes, yes. Love tutorials live. Yes, please. Yes, tutorials. Thanks.
Oh, great.
And then we also have from, let's see here, Michelle Beasley. I would love to do one with you at the same time. So
oh, that's fantastic. I'm going to go wash my hands really quick, you guys. Okay.
So Michelle says, Miriam, be grateful he is positive with it. Not all hubbies take part. Okay, so for full transparency, I'm more than happy to help unless it's Saturday during football season.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Specifically college football. My husband is a college football junkie. And I am so grateful that he helps. And honestly, I'm so grateful that he now encourages my crafting and me building. And for so long, I think he couldn't really wrap his brain around why I love to do it so much. But for me, creating something is really a stress reliever. And especially working with my hands, which is another reason I probably love gardening so much too. I don't ever wear gloves. I love to feel the dirt in my fingers, which is why I never have my nails done. And it's just really soothing. And the more intricate something is, the more I just completely zone out and get into like this calming headspace. So for me, it's just not about like the finished product and creating something that I can look at that's beautiful. It's also the journey and me doing all those little things that I need to do to get it to that end result. So I'm very thankful and happy that he does support what I do. And I've got 2 little crafters coming up right behind me that are just amazing. My kids are fantastic little artists in their own right already. And I just want to give them the space to do a lot of different things and see where they land even in their own lives. Okay. Ron says he is a smart man. Michelle, let me see. Your grandson plays for Holy Cross. Nice. Malik Scott.
Yeah.
Nice. Ravens fans. I was when what is that boy's name? I can't even remember his name now. Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis was there, yeah. Mama says, What does Dewan does is that he really admires her finished products.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes. He always is very supportive in that way. And he always tells me, babe, you did a really great job with that. Yes, they are so creative. Maria says, love to see you both working together. Aw, thanks, Maria. I really love my husband getting involved with me and the projects. I wish we would do more together on the creative side. We do build like feature walls and things like that. If you guys haven't been to my husband's channel, it's TMDDTM. And honey, will you put that in the chat? He does a lot of
home
improvement, how-to tutorials, how to install grass, repair computers, like anything you name it. He is definitely like a jack of all trades. So some of the builds that you see on his channel with the feature walls and fireplaces and stuff, he does the major building part of that. And then I go in and do all the detail work and fine tune it and make it pretty with like wood filling, caulk filling, sanding, painting. And I do help also with like installing the stone and the tile on the different projects we do. So we do get to work together a lot in that sense with things, but you'll see that kind of stuff primarily on his channel. I haven't really posted much of that on mine, but our next project that we do on our house, we have a ton of projects on a list that I'll definitely start posting some of that on mine. But you guys go check out his channel if you would, and subscribe to his channel, because there's just loads of good information on his channel that can be helpful that covers the gamut of a lot of different things. So I'm just waiting for this first coat of paint to dry before I move on to the second coat. And then I'll show you how I'm going to install this one. So
Robin had a comment about using spray paint and how it can dissolve.
Oh, yes. Never use spray paint on styrofoam unless it is styrofoam spray paint. There is such a thing now, you guys. It is pricey, but if you want just a really fast, quick application, buy the spray paint that is designed for styrofoam.
Except the pink and green insulation styrofoam. So that the chemicals on that is fine.
I've never tried it on those before.
It's a different foam.
Because that foam is so expensive, I was not willing to take the risk.
Yeah, but Robin had made a comment about that.
Oh, okay, cool.
Green too, and Robin is absolutely right that the way that the composites of that foam, it'll be fine with spray paint, but it is expensive.
It is. That foam is very expensive, so I was never willing to take the risk to see. But that's good to know, because I love spray painting everything. Your styrofoam that you plaster over, you guys have seen me do that before in the past. If you plaster over your styrofoam, you can absolutely use spray paint on that. So a lot of the times, it's a big reason why I also love to plaster, because then my paint job gets cut in half. It's just a quick 10-minute paint job and boom, I'm done. Especially with the black and the black wash. Everything else I do still prefer to brush on, but the black wash on some of my larger projects goes by so much faster when I'm able to spray. Because otherwise it will create little bubbles and fizz out, and it will just erode the styrofoam, and you'll be left with a lot of blotchy white patches in your job, which is no good. Alistair says, I enjoy your videos. Great ideas. You make it look so easy. Oh, thank you. When you've been doing it for a while, it does get easier. The more you practice doing it, the easier it does become. My very first project, you guys, it took me, a month to finish it. And that was with me investing significant time into it just because it was the unknown. I didn't know what I didn't know. And now that I've used the same process for a lot of things, I've kind of honed it and can scale back my time. But this season, I've got some new stuff coming for you guys of products that I've never used before. So they're going to take me a little bit longer, but I'm really excited to play with some new things. I'm going to be using some liquid plaster and on a whole assortment of different builds for my bases. I'm going to be showing you guys how I make my trees for my village using regular wood branches that I just cut off of my tree. So especially Michelle Beasley, you had mentioned that you want to do something with me. That might be what I choose to do for the next live stream, is show you how to make Christmas trees. So when I post that link, I'll put in the description box the items you need to get, but start picking off good branches with a lot of little tiny branches in between. So you have the filler can grab hold of the branches. Pick those out now so you can dry them out, bring them inside. I've got a branch that I've pulled out about 2 weeks ago that I've been letting dry out that I'm going to start working with here in the near future. But if you guys want to prepare for the next live stream, start pulling off some branches from trees. If you don't have trees in your house, go to the park, pick a few branches off, and save them for our next live stream video.
Robin wanted to know, when you are sealing the creases between your mountain constructions, do you use Mod Podge or plaster of Paris?
I use the plaster strips. Cracks between my mountains, like the connecting joints. It depends. If I'm intentionally creating them to be two separate pieces and I want for storage purposes, and you guys, I know so many of us have different storage spaces in our houses. So sometimes it's best to create two pieces and butt them up together. And in the joint here, use moss or snow to stuff between that with just a little bit of hot glue so that it's something you can peel back at the end of the season easily without damaging the piece, and then pull the pieces apart for better storage. If it's something you want to keep together and keep secured, I do use the plaster strips. It's strong, it's sturdy, it works, it keeps everything together for me. And I've never had a problem with anything ever falling apart I started my very first project about 4 years ago. And in the 4 years, nothing has ever been damaged. But I don't stack other things on my projects, on my finished builds either. I don't mind stacking Styrofoam project on top of Styrofoam project, but I don't ever put any boxes on them or anything that has any significant weight. So I'm very careful in the way that I store them in my upstairs guest closet, which you guys might have seen because I did a video on that too. Let's see. Let me go back up here. I'm trying to see where we left off with comments. Margot says, you and your hubby make a cute couple. Aw, thanks, Margot. He's definitely a handsome guy. He's really good, too. He's such a good guy.
Did you see my comment?
No, I haven't made it down that far yet.
Look right below Margot.
I live in a kid's Christmas apartment. Yes.
But I love it. I love it. I love everything new and fresh every week. I love it.
Yes, I just love to decorate. So I'm always changing something out. every season, and especially at Christmas. Oh my gosh, you guys know. Michelle says, thanks for that info. You're welcome. Robin says, Miriam, Michael's craft stores claim that spray paint will dissolve the basic all white styrofoam, but not the pink or green. Oh, that's what you guys were reading earlier. Mm-hmm. Michelle says, Robin, I did spray paint and it melted my foam badly. Veronica says, DeJuan, do you like University of Tennessee football? If so, I have an ornament for you. It's the national champions 1998. Aw, awesome. Actually, you remember Mr. Brown? He went to the University of Tennessee. One of our, my old Bible study teacher graduated from the University of Tennessee. Lloyd says, yes, spray paint will melt styrofoam. Yes. But does the pink and green styrofoam absorb more paint? It does, Michelle. Well, I can't speak to spray paint because I haven't spray painted it. But when I have applied my regular, even black wash paint to that styrofoam, it does not give good coverage. As a matter of fact, I stopped even thinning it out and diluting it and just putting all black paint on it because it absorbs so much that it doesn't give me that super black crevice the way that I would like. So I did resort to just painting the whole thing black without putting water in it and creating a black wash. That's a great question. Alistair says, I find it better to watch the video, get more out of it from rainy, wet Northern Ireland. Okay. Well, good thing is I did make a video of myself making that first one. So I will be posting that this coming up week. Robin says, when you are selling, oh, I already read that one. Let's see, Chevy Chase Crimbo Vacation Classic. Is that the National Lampoons? Yeah. You guys, oh my gosh, my neighbors are like that movie. They kind of battle out every year of who does the best Christmas. And you guys, they are amazing. So next level. They have the best Christmas display. I'm going to walk down there this year and see if I can get it on video so I can put it up on the channel to show you. They have the light shows. My neighbor put fireworks last year up with snow. Now we're in Arizona. Of course, it's fake snow, but the whole point of having snow in the desert was just fantastic. All of the kids went out and tried to play with it every single night during the light display. And so it's funny that you mentioned that because I literally just 4 and 5 houses down feel like we're part of that movie just a little bit because they do kind of battle it out, but it's cute. They both do a fantastic job on their displays. So Ryan says, do you ever leave the foam without painting? What other items cover most of the white? Ryan, my very first year that I created a flat mountainscape that I just had like running along the back of some buildings, I did leave them white. But this is what I did to this styrofoam. I took a piece of sandpaper and sanded it. Oh, I just realized I forgot one of my steps that I do. I did not take my X-Acto knife. I take this blade, you guys, and just do this. Put little dashes in it like this to create like that texture in the rock that looks like the rocks are cracked. Can you see that right there? It gives it kind of like a natural look. And I do that before I painted it. I got ahead of myself with you guys, but I usually do that before I actually paint the piece. But back to your question, Ryan, yes, I do. But if you take a very light grade sandpaper, and you gently, very gently, especially if you're working with cheap styrofoam like this, sand the top of the styrofoam. It gives it a very snowy, fuzzy look like real snow. And then if you take a clear sealant that has like a little shimmer to it that you can find at Ace or Home Depot or any of those places. I think Rust-Oleum has a sealant, and it's a glitter clear spray, but it's not even a glitter, it's actually a shimmer. And you spray that after you create that texture to the styrofoam with the sandpaper, spray it with that clear sealant, and it looks like glistening snow. It's really pretty. So for those of you who want to leave your mountains looking like they're snow-capped, that is a great way to do it. Michelle says they need to be a part of Great Christmas Battle that comes on TV. They do. They really do. I wish they would. And as a matter of fact, our city puts on a contest every year, and they both win the contest in our city every year. They're number 1 and number 2. So they need to go national with it. Let's see. Robin says, I just called Michael's and they sell special spray paint for all white styrofoam called Design Master. Oh, thanks, Robin. That's fantastic. I didn't see any comments, honey. Did you, about the contest? I know you were reading them up at the top.
I just wrote down who said that they would be judges.
Okay. Oh, we have another person other than...
Yeah, Michelle and your mom.
Oh, Michelle and Mom. Okay. Did you guys want to do the contest? I don't think I saw any comments. I know I got up and I started working, but I didn't see anything about if you guys actually wanted to do that contest for the Christmas villages, if any of you would enter into that. So I definitely will be giving out prizes, and what I want to do is give out prizes for your village. So get a few village pieces, if it's maybe figurines or a building or something like that, that I just want to be able to give out as a gift for your village next year.
Yes to the contest. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Hey. Awesome. Can you show how to make backdrop of flat mountains? Yes. That is actually really super simple and easy, and I will absolutely show you guys how I do that. We can either do it on a live stream, or I can drop a video, which will probably come sooner. What I'm going to be doing this Christmas season, you guys, just so that you know, I'm going to try to do a lot of short Christmas village videos for you guys. I do have a few builds to do that, of course, are going to be longer, because there's just really no way for me to shorten some of those and give you like good instruction. But I have a lot of smaller videos that I'm going to be doing this Christmas season for the villages, on even just very small scene setup, how to make certain things for your village, like the trees, the mountains, and do like 5 to 10 minute tutorials. So I will definitely add that to the tutorial list, Michelle, and probably I'm starting in as soon as like September hits. I plan on hopefully having my first video to release, so that from September until probably like November, middle of November, I should be finished up by then. I will be loading you guys up with as much Christmas as you can handle. From all the village stuff to decor in the house. I'm doing entirely different decor this year, so there will be a lot to check out. Lloyd says, maybe yes to the contest. Depends on how well my village comes together. Lloyd, you better enter. You know your villages are awesome. You have to submit, you and Mom. Anyways, you have to be, every year we said we were going to do this on the the tribute for the video. You guys putting all your videos together, sending them to me, and I put them in a big video. So you might as well just do the contest since you're going to send me the video anyway. And then you might be able to win some free stuff for your village next year. So, by the way, Margaret, if you're watching, hi. Debbie says yes to the contest. Paul says yes. Ron says, spouse said the lawn is not mowing itself. Got it. All right. Thanks for joining us, Ron. We'll see you next time. Michelle says, bye, Ron. You can drop by and do mine in Maryland. You guys are funny. Robin says, would you accept a Gotham City Village and Batcave? I know your son would. I wouldn't have the theme for it in mind, but I know my son would because he loves the superheroes. Ron, Dawn said, Ron, you're so funny. Lois said, yes, Mom is watching, then texting her. Oh, good. Hi, Margaret. Lloyd and I talk all the time, but I never get to talk to you. But I do tell him to tell you hi for me all the time. And I know he is. Okay, you guys, so my second coat should be done, or my first coat should be done. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I make my paint from here.
Did you tell us that's what we were waiting on?
Yeah, I did earlier.
Sorry, I missed it.
I know, that's elected here.
Oh.
So what I do is I keep my residual paint of the black that's in here, and I just add more white to it. I might have to add a little bit more black because I didn't have that much left in here. And then I just mix it up to create my first layer of gray. And I want my gray to be a little bit darker. So I'll show you guys what that looks like once I get it all mixed up. What I usually do is a minimum of 3 layers of paint. Sometimes I do 4 if I just can't get my color, like that finished look that I'm wanting, then I might do 4, but I try to get it done in 3. All right. So that's going to be my dark gray for the second layer. Now for this, the technique is just with the tip of my brush, just the tip of it right here is all I'm going to do to press, to actually just to kind of glide and sweep over the face of this, like this. Now I am not trying to get full coverage with this. I am just putting on my first coat. As I continue to paint this, the layers will show up more and more. And the paint, I should say, will cover up a lot of the black as I add layers to this. And sometimes if I get too much paint on the tip of my brush, I'll just blot it on the side of my bowl so that I don't end up with a big blotch on the front of my piece.
Michelle made a comment about Miriam. I've learned to make trees using floral wire.
Yes, yes. I use floral wire, I use floral tape, I use real branches. I use everything. Everything that what I really do is whatever I have on hand is what I will use to make additional stuff. I do not want to buy a ton of stuff when I am crafting if I don't have to. So I check my stash. If I don't have floral tape or floral wire or anything like that, then I go to the backyard and I pick something pretty. And that's kind of my motto, especially when you craft a lot, is you gotta be resourceful with what you already have and kind of think outside of the box to use certain items. All right, so that is that's the first coat, so you can see that gray. You might be able to, if you look at my shirt and then look at the gray, you can see the difference in it now. And then you can also see how this is gonna start taking shape here. So it's gonna end up looking more like this one. So you see we've got a little bit of a ways to go with that. Now I do have,
what do you need?
a second piece. I'm trying to think if I should do my, so I've got some cotton snow that I'm gonna be using. I've got some, this is the buffalo snow blanket in here along with snow flurries, and then some moss that you guys know how much I love to use this stuff. I use it in every single village that I do. It's a great filler to hide imperfections in anything that you do that you're building. If you feel like, man, I made a mistake on that, it's okay. Throw some moss over it and the world is great. So I'm gonna plug in my hot glue gun. For the glue sticks that I prefer to use, I like the Gorilla Glue sticks. They do glue very nicely, but I have some cheaper ones today, and it's okay. I'm gonna use what I have.
All right, we got another question coming in.
Okay.
Michelle Beasley asks, have you ever used Vallejo acrylic? Is it thick? Anyone?
I have not used acrylic, but that is one of the things that I want to start working with. Oh, here they are.
Robin Wright wants to know, Miriam, during the off season, how do you store your boards to prevent warping? Laying them flat or upright? Question mark.
I lay my boards up against the wall. I turn them on the side that is the 8-foot side. So the long side of the board is on the ground, and I just lean them up against my wall in my garage. I actually don't do anything like super special with it. I just lean them up against the wall in the garage. We typically don't get a lot of moisture in our state, so generally it's not really an issue for me here, like it might be in some other states. But
Michelle wants to know what type of moss. There are so many types.
this moss is from Walmart. This is the, what did I say? Pro Flora. The Pro Flora brand. You can find this big bag at Walmart for $5. Michael's does also sell moss, but their big bag like that is almost $10. So going to Walmart really does save you. And they have different types of moss too. And actually, I just picked up, let me grab it for you guys so I can show you that. Honey, in that bag right behind you, in that chair, is a blanket. The moss blanket. Can you pull that out? Yeah. Can you open it for me, please, while I finish this? I'm going to have my husband open this bag so he can show you this moss mat. And it has an adhesive on the back for you to stick onto whatever surface you're building on. But you can cut it to size. These mats are really easy to cut. And you can cut it to whatever size you need. Move my coffee out of the way. Okay. So this is the mat, and you can see the back of it's like this. In the corner, you could peel this down, this paper right here, and stick it on your surface.
Has an adhesive.
Yeah. But I bought some of those last year, and I didn't use my adhesive back. I just laid it flat so that I could reuse it in a different way this year. And so you don't have to use it that way if you don't want to. That's the nice thing about it.
Okay, so Michelle said, sorry I missed it, but what are you making now?
Oh, I didn't really say actually. So I'm going to make the side piece for this table to close this gap over here. I made another piece that I am going to staple gun to the base, and then I'm going to use snow and moss up here, and I'll just paint it later, but I wanted to kind of close it so you guys could actually see the way this was gonna look. Staple gun.
Want me to show?
Yeah. Can you come a little closer, please? Okay, so this is how it was open underneath here on this side. So what I did was already created a board that would fit to size. I staple gunned it to the top of this. And now I'm just gonna take my staple gun and adhere that. When I put my skirt on the bottom of this, it's gonna cover this part. So all I have to do is paint this, and then I'm going to put some moss and some snow up here on this to close in this gap and to also bridge these two things together here. So that's what you'll see me do now in this space. And you can either hot glue or staple gun your moss.
Debbie said, that's cool. I will get some of that moss. She's also leaving. She has to go to her grandson's birthday party. Will you be showing later? I sure don't want to miss anything.
The whole live stream will be posted. As a matter of fact, you can just use the same link that you clicked in to get here to look at the live stream.
When will you post it?
It's already posted.
Or just automatically?
It'll just automatically, it's automatically uploaded. So all you have to do is just log back into the same link.
Paul said, Miriam, you need to be on QVC.
You know what's so funny is everybody keeps telling me that you need your own TV show. If you have any connections, send them over. And I'm just hot gluing directly onto this styrofoam. I don't have any rhyme or reason how I'm doing this. I'm just adding some greenery and some snow here and there. Be careful with your hot glue so when you're gluing, you're not burning your fingertips. I have cooking hands, so I typically always don't mind touching the glue, but I know most people can't handle touching it a bit. And all I'm doing now is just bridging the gap between these two pieces. Not that it really needed it, but it just gives it a nice little look. And I'm going to put some moss on this side. Okay, so now it's just time for me to add some of this greenery just throughout. Okay, now the thing that always makes the magic happen to tie all of this together are your snow flurries. Adding this little coverage to the top of your moss as well as the blanket of snow just really ties everything together so beautifully. Now, after I place all of this, I would absolutely go through with a scenic cement or hairspray and spray all of this in place. So now I can add my next layer of gray paint. I'm just going to take what is left over in this bowl and add some more white to it. And I'm going to add a little bit more because it didn't lift me too much.
Michelle Robinson says, Miriam, I just wanted to let you know my chemo is done and I am doing better.
Praise God. Oh, that's fantastic, Michelle. I am so happy to hear that. So I'm sure you have more energy and everything too, right?
Robin offered up another comment. I love the idea of the cardboard top to cover your train tunnel, but maybe Velcro the sides to your train board will give you access to the train in case of a derailment. Great tip.
Great tip. That's fantastic. I actually was just going to staple gun one side because that board is really tough. Staple gun it on one side. That way I have an opening to open it. But I like the Velcro idea better because then it can kind of be secured from both ends.
Debbie says, awesome. Thank you so much. Can't wait to see your village. Now I'm ready to start mine. You do need your own show. I will watch it all the time. You are so creative and I love your ideas.
Thank you so much, Debbie. That is so sweet.
Michelle Beasley says, congratulations to Michelle Robinson. Clap hands, heart, and let's see what else. Yes, congratulations, Michelle. Continued healing. Michelle Beasley said, good idea, Robin. Michelle Robinson, thank you, everyone. Robin Wright, looks like you have started Dewan's Village for 2021. Michelle Robinson, Miriam's smile and love helps me and her wonderful ideals keep me ready for Christmas.
Aw, thank you, Michelle. I am so glad you're doing so much better. You have been in my prayers.
Michelle Beasley says, I like that, Miriam.
I'm definitely going to need to do one more coat of paint because this is still darker than what I wanted to end up like. So I'm going to let this dry and do one more coat in about 10 minutes.
Michelle Robinson says, I love her, villages, gardens, and all.
Aw, thank you so much.
Cash 93, I am happy that Miriam brings joy to you. I love to watch her also. She encourages me and keeps my mind stress-free.
You guys.
She's going to start crying. You better stop. She's going to cry. Okay. Michelle Beasley says, oh my God. If you were to put together all your layouts into one table, it would be massive.
Yes.
Yeah, we'd need like a 30 by 30 room.
You know, I could probably do it in this space,
Yeah,
but I don't have enough tables. And I told my husband when I started expanding the village, I feel like I need hold on, you guys. I'm gonna
Michelle Robinson
throw my hair
says,
up.
I wish you two would come to Indiana. It would be wonderful to meet you in person. Michelle, I am
Michelle,
from
my
Indiana.
husband's from Indiana. What part of Indiana are you in? This isn't staying up. Sorry, guys. I'm getting hot while I'm working, and I need to throw my hair up. Really
Mom
quick.
says, Michelle, thank God for your healing. Michelle says, thank you, Eve. Cash Axe 93, Miriam.
I'll stay.
Now I have to agree that you need to do this forum at least twice a month. You are so inspiring, and I wouldn't miss an episode.
Aw.
Robin Wright says, welcome, welcome, welcome to Miriam's TV. Roland Forrest. Hey, from Boston.
Hey, Roland, you made it. How are you?
Let's see. Lloyd, Miriam, no crying while on camera. There's no crying in crafting.
But you always know how to bring the smiles. So, and the laughter. Thank you for that. Thank you guys so much. You know what? I can't begin to tell you guys how much you all have blessed me. And I know that you say that I have blessed you, but you all have done the same for me in the same manner. And I was telling my husband, so full transparency, several years ago, I had really, I don't even know how to describe it. A lot of the relationships in my life just went south with people that I absolutely loved and held a tender place in my heart for. And so I remember sitting out in my courtyard, and my husband and I were talking as I was crying. And I told my husband, like, I don't understand why people just can't see my heart for them. How did they mistake my intentions when all I've ever tried to do was love them? And so fast forward all these years later, um, what you guys say to me personally in the emails and the comments, and for you to get what my heart and receive what it is that I am trying to give is just absolutely amazing. And I remember telling my husband, like, people that I've never even met before can see my heart and my love versus people that I have in my life right next to me. How is that the case? How did that end up happening that way? And I can't explain how or why that it has, but I'm just thankful that it has. YouTube was something that I never would have done in a million years. You guys, I am not tech savvy. As you can see from my earlier videos, they were like in 360p. I couldn't figure out how to get them to 1080. Like, it's just been such a learning process, and I never thought that I would like put my life on display because I'm typically a pretty private person. Um, but I was just really encouraged in a lot of different reasons and felt led to do so. So here I am, and I'm just thankful for you guys being able to see me and to receive the love and the care that I truly just wish to give from the bottom of my heart, and that we can share in that regardless of where we're located and regardless of different viewpoints and everything like that. I just really want us as a people to come back together. So that's my little soapbox for 5 minutes. So we can get back to your comments and your questions.
Okay, so Paul Donahue says Miriam face for primetime TV. Thumbs up. Roland Forrest says it would be nice to see the two of you make a video together building a large structure for a Christmas village or mountain. That is possible.
You might get your wish this year, Roland.
Michelle Beasley says, Miriam, you just don't know how much you encourage us mentally and spiritually. It is so nice. It is so nice. You're not politically correct, but not leaving God out of your podcast. By not leaving God out of your podcast. Amen. And then Michelle says she's having sound issues, I guess.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. So at the bottom, she says her sound is back on.
Oh, okay, good.
So we're good there. Let's see here.
I am probably the least politically correct person, simply just because I don't get into politics. I just am me. I have to be authentic to who I am. Might not be received by everyone, but that's okay. I'm not made for everyone. I'm just made for those who want to receive me.
But when it's pure of love and pure heart, you can't worry about how other people receive your pure love and your pure heart. That's outside of your control. Ugliness needs to be corrected, right? But pure love and pure heart, that's out of your control. There's nothing more you can do.
Yeah.
Roland Forrest says, world full of ugliness and hate, you bring some simple happiness and joy and create a nice community of people together. You're a good person. Paul
you.
says, yes, my friend. Cash Axe 93. Yes, we can. Michelle, with COVID and the loss of my husband this year due to COVID, this group helps me keep above ground in my grief and provides me an outlet. Thank you all. Thank you all, Miriam. Thank you, Miriam. No crying and crafting again. Yes, you, Beasley.
I am trying.
Bless you. Roland is funny. Lois. Oh, that's funny. Okay, let me see. Where do
You guys, I'm sensitive. Like everything just touches my heart. So it's really hard for me to like keep it together, but I'm trying.
Lloyd says you are sharing the gifts that God has given you, and you are just such a blessing to so many. Remember, no crying on camera. Love Disney dogs. I love that. Love Disney dogs. I found your channel last Christmas time, and I love it. Thanks. Gives me courage to try new things in my village. Michelle Robinson. Sound is back on for me. Okay, good, Michelle. Margot Rapport. Sorry. You have made it possible for me to have this supportive community, to know that it exists. Thank you, Miriam.
You're
Eve
very
says,
welcome.
Miriam does talk about all of you so much. She really appreciates you all. You all bring such joy to her. I love it. Thank you all so much for blessing my beautiful daughter. Joe, I won't even try that last name. Petruzzelli. Petruzzelli. I think I got that right. You have taken us to the next level in designing our Christmas layout. Thank you for being so inspiring and inspiring us. Roland Forrest says,
you are welcome.
That would be like one of the best videos ever to see you guys collaborate your creativity and the building skills that a power show and a power couple. All right.
Thank you guys. That's so sweet.
We're going to need a bigger house with the ideas you guys have suggested.
We don't need a bigger house.
We go big or go home.
We don't
we
need
go
a
big
bigger
or go
house.
home.
We do not need a bigger house. I didn't even want this big.
Listen, we need like a giant craft studio.
I would like a craft room though, like in the worst way.
Yeah,
but I can do without it.
Okay. So Cash Axe 93, thank you, Michelle Beasley. My condolences to you as well, and I'm happy that this platform brings you some joy and solace. God is amazing. Always know where to place us. We are here for you. Yes, you have an extended family here, Michelle. We're here for you.
Yes.
Michelle Beasley says, absolutely well said, Dewan. Veronica, Miriam, you are attracting people to you. I have the same loving and kind vibration that you personify. Thank you. I am so grateful that I found you.
I am so grateful to you, Veronica. And I just have to say really quick, you guys, because Veronica, when I mentioned the last live stream that I wanted to do a resurrection village and depict the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus for next Easter, I've been having a hard time finding the pieces, and Veronica sent me a link to a Goodwill auction, and I won it. And I have all of these authentic looking buildings and people to now like start the foundation for this scene that I want to create next year. So thank you, Veronica. This was my heart's desire, that we could be a community coming together, helping one another, inspiring one another, sharing our best practices, sharing, even selling ideas. If any of you guys have anything for sale, you can absolutely use this live stream as a platform to get your voice out there and your product out there. If you email me in advance, I'll make sure to make a note of that at the beginning of the video, but you can always leave your information in the chat line. Say who you are, what you're selling, and how people can get in contact with you so that they can purchase your products. So you guys are always more than welcome to do so. And so thank you, Veronica. You guys will be able to see a fantastic village for me at Easter because Veronica was so helpful. So, and for those of you who might want to join me in that next Easter and keeping the villaging alive, start seeing if you can find some pieces now too. I'll be doing a video on this particular brand that I bought. There are some other ones out there for sale. Excuse me. And she helped me find mine at the Goodwill auction. So I don't know if there's more there, but it'll be fun.
All right. Michelle, let's pick up all your comments again.
Okay.
Michelle Robinson, love to see the family together, make a village scene. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Robin Wright, Miriam, you are our pure Christmas village angel. We love it.
Aw, thank you.
Ryan Osmond, you know what you do is great and the way your forms are done. I was a little worried that the suggested contest can make it too competitive and change the environment.
I did think about that, Ryan. And I had that same mindset too, which is why when I actually thought about it last year and I dismissed it because I thought, how am I going to pick between all these different villages? And could I remain unbiased, especially for those of you who I talk to on a regular basis and have like a friendly relationship with? And so I just dismissed it last year. And I thought when Robin brought it up this year, I just thought, well, it was on my heart in the same way. And so I thought, well, why not? If it's coming from you guys, then let's do it. But listen, we can do it this way, Ryan. If you don't want to submit to the contest, but you still want to share your video, what I can do is do 2 separate videos and do one that's just for a subscriber tribute to put together all of your village videos and your builds and whatever it is you want to share. And then I can do a separate video that's for the contest that will be labeled contest so that everyone knows the difference and you can choose to participate or not. The other thing that I thought about doing was opening the voting up to you guys to vote on the villages that you think are the best. But then I thought that some people might have an unfair advantage if they just had their friends and family who are big on social media go on and vote for them. And then others like me who aren't that big on social media might not have a lot of people to vote for them. So I thought, well, I don't know how fair that would be. I would want it to truly be fair. So when Robin suggested the panel of judges, I just thought, oh, that's perfect because they don't know these people. They will be completely impartial. They're just going to be looking at the villages and voting on the villages. So I trust that everyone will keep the friendly love environment that we have with one another and that no one will be a sore loser if you lose. And we'll just be happy for those who win. Okay.
I definitely think your community is far more mature.
I think so too. You guys are so special and
more,
awesome.
Considerate than those that follow on my channel because I even get bad words on mine sometimes.
You get curse words on your comments?
Oh yeah. People go in sometimes like, hey, relax, guy, relax.
Wow.
Okay, so let's get back. So Paul says, let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. Ryan says, nope, read that one. Paul, all so sweet. Michelle Beasley, what a woman for saying no to a bigger house. Oh my God. Does that mean we're going to get an Easter Village build, Miriam?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I saw the resurrection figures online. They're awesome. Yes. Michelle says, hey, consider letting your children pick a winner.
That's a great idea, Michelle, because they so watch. Listen, my kids watch the Christmas Village videos with me on YouTube all the time. They love watching them just as much as I do. And they have good eyes for nuanced detail, especially my son. So that's actually a very good idea.
Okay. Ryan, another good idea. Maybe you have different levels because Robin is experienced. So maybe you have like a first-time builder.
Robin is very experienced.
An expert's level or something.
But I will say this, because Robin's village looks like he's been villaging for 50 years.
Professor. He's a professor.
Yes, he is a professor at a college. But this was last year was his first village in 20 years. So he had a long gap of villaging before last year. And he's a perfectionist. And
he's a teacher.
Yes. So that's why his village looks so awesome. He redid and redid and redid until it was just right. So um, a lot of people with that type of personality, whatever you do
Whatever
is
it
just
takes.
going to be great because it has to be right the way you see it in your mind. And if you haven't been able to execute that and bring that to life, you're just going to keep trying until you do. So, but that is a good idea. I will definitely do that, Ryan, for different levels of experience. So if this has only been like your first or second year of villaging, or if you've never done a build or elevations or things like that before, we will definitely take that into consideration. And then what you can do when you submit your entry, you can put beginner level, intermediate, or advanced. And we can do the 3 different categories that way. That's a great idea, and I think that's very fair.
I would even be willing to give out $50 gift cards to each category.
What? Did you guys hear that?
So there'll be $50 gift cards given out to the winner of each category.
I was gonna do a village piece.
That's fine too.
Okay.
All right.
Well, we'll discuss like gifts and prizes and stuff like that when I can get a video together with all of the entry information. But we'll solidify what we're going to do, and then make sure we give that information out to you guys.
Okay, so Michelle says, sounds good on the 2 separate videos. Mom says, we can do this! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Brandy Verley, welcome. I always watch you, but never comment. Working on my, I didn't notice the name, that's why I said no.
I know, I was looking too.
I
Like,
always watch you, but never comment. Working on my first build today. A ski mountain, you are inspirational, and I watch all of your tutorials.
Oh,
Michelle
thank you so
Beasley
much,
says,
Brandy. And thank you for finally commenting. You guys, like, I know
Get
most
involved.
YouTubers don't respond or get to know you guys, but I know exactly who you are as soon as you message me. Like, I don't have to go back and remember, because especially those of you who like message me all the time, like, I know what's going on in your lives. You're in my prayers. I talk to my family about you guys. So don't think like I don't know you or like I wouldn't respond. I definitely will remember you and respond to comments that you put out, Brandy. So thank you for finally reaching out.
Michelle says, so we need to see Professor Robin's villages.
Mm-hmm.
Robin Wright says, I agree. It's just a family type of competition, not a win or a lost football game, or a loss like a football game, or lose football game. Michelle says, we welcome to the chatty group, Brandy. And Michelle says, heard that, Dewan. You get my donations. Let's see. Love Disney dogs. How about a size category? Not everyone has a lot of space. I love your kids' villages and their rooms.
Oh, thank you.
Miriam for president. I'll be the first husband. That's the best job. The first husband is the best job.
I'm not crazy. I wouldn't take that job.
All right. Let's see here. Eve says, great to hear from you, Brandy. Hope you share your ski mountain with us.
Please send pictures when you're done. I love looking at you guys' builds once you're all done with them and seeing what you put together. So I'd love to see it. And love Disney dogs. I've never heard from you before either. I feel like this is the first time I'm hearing from you.
All right.
So let's get started on the next coat of paint, because this one is definitely dry enough. This was the color that I left off with. So I'm going to lighten it up quite a bit. And when I am mixing this, it almost looks like so super light that the color is barely there. That's how I know like I'm getting to that last shade that I like. And you guys can see, like, I'm just applying this in the same manner. Every layer just gets a gentle sweep back and forth. Oh, that's fun. I was trying to find my apron to paint in, but I couldn't find it.
Brandy says, thank you all for welcoming me. This will be my first official village year, and I am so excited.
Oh, congratulations, Brandy. That is awesome.
Lloyd says, good for you, Brandy. I love the support that you guys give on this with this group. Love it.
All right, I have arrived at the color I know that I want. So this is where we're at. This will be the final coverage paint job, but I need to add my snow detail. I see a little spot that needs a little bit of better blending.
Robin is awesome. Listen, Robin Wright, I'm going to create and donate custom Christmas themed engraved trophies to each winner.
What?
Listen, this thing just keeps growing. Now, I might have to start building villages myself. Now I'm intrigued. Custom trophies? Nice. All right. Mom says, Eve, we're excited for you, Brandy. Smiley face. Michelle Beasley, anybody ordering lunch? I could be here all day.
Oh, there it is. This is what I was looking for, my tiny little brush. So I am going to come in with a brush. I am going to get just a little cap full of paint. Just a tiny bit, not even a cap full, just a few dots in there. Can't really see it, but it's just a couple of dots. And now I'm going to take this just with the tip of my brush, and I'm just gonna come along the edge line of the ridges. Can you guys see that okay? And paint.
Paul Donahue says, Miriam, need your husband on camera more. Seems like a really funny guy.
My husband is hilarious. He is a funny guy. And I try to get him on camera, but he doesn't listen to me. So maybe you will have better luck. Oh, excuse me, guys.
Well, I don't mind being on camera, but I wanted to make sure this was your forum. So keep your beautiful face in front of the group. But Paul, since you asked for it, be careful what you ask for. I got jokes all day. All right, so let's see. Mom says, yes, lunch break, pizza, and wings. Okay, Mom, I'm on my way. Let's see, Michelle, try placing a craft stick behind the broke piece.
That's what I usually do. I take some glue and then a toothpick and stick it in there and glue it and hold it, and it'll hold it in place perfectly.
All right. Michelle says, okay, Mom, I like stuffed crust. Mom, you're ordering pizza for the group. Michelle Robinson sending hugs to you both, and I'm so happy to be able to watch these great videos of your greatness. I have bought so many villages that I do not know if I will have room for them.
That's funny.
Yeah, Mom had made a comment. You guys are all on the same page. Mom says, Miriam, don't forget to show them how to fix the broken piece. So
yeah,
you guys are all on the same page. Michelle says, bless you.
Oh, thank you, Michelle. That sneeze was hard.
Mom says, Paul, everyone loves Dewan. He is very, very special. Mom, I'm going to be redoing your whole house now for that comment. What do you need next, Mom? What do you need next?
My husband just redid my mom's bathroom and did
All
a
three
total,
bathrooms.
Actually all three bathrooms. But
Kitchen.
you don't have all three videos done,
Not
do
yet.
you? He
Bathrooms,
only has her
kitchen.
master bathroom done.
Floors, patio.
And he did almost the whole house. Not, well, all three bathrooms, and then the back patio, and then the
Kitchen.
kitchen backsplash. Well, and we also did the cabinets when she first moved in. We've done a lot of work at Mama's house.
We love you, Mom. Let's see here. Mom says, bless you, Miriam. Brandy is active. All right, Brandy. I have always been crazy about Christmas decoration. I have always been a crazy Christmas decorator, and I have decided to start collecting village pieces later this year, or start collecting last year. I put up 27 trees in my home between 2 feet to 10 feet.
What? I need pictures. I need pictures. You are a woman after my own heart. I need pictures.
Michelle says, does anyone know how to screen in a patio? Michelle.
That's what my husband just did. He has a video. Did you release the video?
Yes, released. Go to TMDDTM. I think my dad didn't teach me, and I show you how to screen in a patio as well as close in a patio. So that's there. Paul, where are you at in the UK? Oh, Michelle said no, I was asking you, Dawn. Okay.
All right, you guys. I'm going to take a step back so I can see it too. All right, I think that's about it where I want it. So that's it. You can see how super easy this was to create. I'm gonna go get some glue, and actually, you know what? Let me see if I have never used hot glue for this, but let's give it a try since it's right here. Let's see how this hot glue works, you guys. We're gonna find this out together.
Okay, so Dave has to run. Dave M. It was fantastic. As always, fantastic talent and inspiration from Miriam, and accolades well deserved. Thank you, hubby, for your contribution. I'm glad you guys welcomed me to your group. I'm enjoying this. All right. What is G-Bus? G-Bus? I don't know. Did I type G-Bus in? If I did, that's a typo on my behalf somewhere. G-Bus. Not sure. Michelle, what are you referring to? Did I say something about G-Bus? Paul, Liverpool, awesome. All right, awesome. I love traveling, so maybe that'll have to go on a destination trip. I've been in 20 different countries, and I'll have to make Liverpool one of the stops on an international trip. I do watch a lot of foreign television, so I watch a lot of TV. I've seen a lot of movies in Liverpool. Very interesting place based on the movies that I've watched. Let's see here. Maybe, Mom says, maybe one of these days we can make that reality, an awesome big pizza party, a wings party, and everyone getting together. That would be so awesome. Okay. Roland Forrest would love to see a tiny train run across that bridge.
Oh, I'm going to put it on. Don't you worry. I got it. So I couldn't find my toothpicks. So I have this skewer that I'm going to use instead, but I'm just going to snap it and break it off. And I have regular white glue. And I'm going to just use a piece of scrap styrofoam because the hot glue did not work, not even a little bit. It just melted it. That's what I figured would happen, but I thought I'd try it. And then I put some glue in there, and then I'm just gonna stick this in on that side far enough. And then close it up from the other side. I didn't get that in there good enough.
Can't see, you're off camera.
Okay. So I'm taking this longer piece and sticking it in from the top because I didn't make the stick long enough. And then I'm just gonna snap that off and break it off and add some paint right there. And we're golden. You know what I'm gonna do too? Because when I put the hot glue there, it created a tiny little hole. I'm just gonna stick some of these styrofoam pieces that I have right here back in here. Take some of the glue and then put a little paint over it. There, much better.
Let's see where we left off.
All right.
Michelle says, Mom, let's do that on Miriam's group Zoom call. Everybody get pizza and wings and have a pizza and wings party. Roland Kitts asks, can you add your husband's YouTube page to the comments section?
Yes.
And I'll put the link in here too.
I will add all of everything that we've gone over today to the description box. I will add links for the styrofoam, for the MDF boards, as well as for that video that I was telling you guys about that I want you to check out, where I was inspired by this idea, and my husband's channel. So after we end the live stream, it'll take me maybe 20 minutes, and I'll upload all of those links for you guys in the description box so that you have it.
I told Paul that when I said I'd have to put Liverpool on the travel list, he said, I will buy you a Bud Light if you come over, son. Hey, Paul, I don't want a Bud Light if I come over. I want something local. I can get a Bud Light here. All right. So
okay, so I'm going to hook up this train and make sure that before I secure this piece, I'm going to set this train on here and make sure that it works, where it's not getting smashed. Because I feel like I've bumped this a few times. Oh.
Went around.
Yeah, I know, but it got caught somewhere.
Oh, yeah. You got to slide the track back. And it's off the track, that's why.
Oh, it's off the track. Okay. This is why you always do a test run before you make anything permanent, so that you make sure
off again over there in the back.
Your clearance is good. Perfect. That's it. There it goes.
All right. So Cash X93, you make me want. Now you want to make me cry. God is amazing. Like I said before, He knows where you are needed and when. Who's
Amen.
Better timing than that of God? We
Amen.
love you, Miriam, and thank you and your family.
I love you guys too.
Let's see. Hello from Brazil.
Who is this from Brazil?
Canal Mega Drive. Hello from Brazil. Welcome. Let's see.
Hello.
Michelle says, hey, TM, checking out the channel. Great stuff. Oh, wow. Canal is from Brazil. Welcome. Roland Forrest says, the train is adorable. MW says, hi, Miriam. This is Mark. Love dogs, Disney's, hearts, claps, heart. Watching directly from countryside, Sao Paulo. Canal Mega Drive. I have done work in Sao Paulo. Some of the best food I've ever had was in Sao Paulo. So yeah, awesome. It was a craft foods facility that was one of my clients. Let's see. MW, hello from Delray Beach, Florida. This is awesome. Let's see. Paul Donahue laughs. Something stronger. No problem, son. Amber Johnson. The train set is awesome. Love it. I need to buy one. Are you out of
I got that at Walmart. I have another staple gun around here somewhere. The train, you guys, is from Walmart for $25. And it was it's been one of the most like reliable little trains that I've had.
Brandy. She says, I have to head out now to coach my cheer team. I will watch the rest when I get home. Thank you. Brandy, thank you for all that you do for the kids, being a coach of a cheer team and giving back to the kids. That's awesome. Kids need more involvement from us. Oh, wow. Welcome, Canal Mega Drive. Sao Paulo on the map. Michelle Beasley. Hey, Amber Johnson is my granddaughter. Happy to join, AM. You're out of staples?
I can't get it to connect.
Let's see. I gotta let me check make sure the staples are.
You know what? I'm just gonna do hot glue the rest of the way.
Okay. Improvise.
Yes. Although I do need the extension cord because this is not reaching.
Okay.
Can you grab me the extension cord?
Yes.
It's by the foot massager. So you guys, I'm just hot gluing this piece onto this wood because my staples aren't long enough, unfortunately, to staple through and puncture this. So I'm just hot gluing the back of the cardboard to this MDF second tier. Put that in there. Thank you, baby. That has water in it, so be careful. And I'm just gonna hold this for like 15 or so seconds and let the hot glue set so it can totally dry. There we go. All right. So I'm gonna remove all this stuff so you guys can kind of start to see how this is shaping up. So down in this space will just be like a blanket of snow. And I'll go ahead and start to put some of that down.
Michelle says Zots. Miriam, I use them all the time.
Yes.
What are Zots?
Zots are like a semi-permanent adhesive. They come in little round balls. And they do a pretty decent job of holding something for like a season. So for Christmas decorations, for village stuff, the Zots are a really good adhesive to use when you're not trying to make something super permanent. They have the really thin ones too that are good to use if you are wanting to use them for your figurines and you don't want to do the hot glue. The Zots are a really good alternative because it's a lot easier to remove than the hot glue.
All right, so we have someone from Aruba. Joanne Dishkoff, hi from Aruba. Thank you so
Hello,
much for all your
Joanne.
tips. We're going to do some of yours this year. And
Nice.
she sent a packaged heart emoji. Welcome.
Welcome,
Aruba.
welcome, and thank you for
Aruba.
joining us. I love it that everybody's from everywhere and from all these different countries and cities. And I think Maryland still holds the cake, though.
In terms of number of people?
So many people are from Maryland. And so many of you guys that I talk to like regularly are in Maryland. And I'm kind of a little bit jealous because you guys could actually get together and meet each other. And I'm so far away.
But these are some pretty great options, like Aruba, Liverpool. Like, we might meet some.
Very true.
We may meet some.
Very true. But my mother-in-law is in Arlington, Virginia, so not too far. We actually fly into Maryland when we go to visit her. We fly into Baltimore. So the next time we're over in that area, we'll definitely have to reach out to some of you guys. So now I am going to hot glue the border of this down. Honey, can you go bring this a little bit closer to the camera for me, please?
Yes.
Thanks. Hands are falling down. I need stuff. So one of the things that I always do when I am working with train tracks, because the snow will get into the track and get everything caught. So I always create a line of hot glue where I want the snow to end. And this typically helps me with my train wheels not getting snow caught in them. So you can see here where my measurement wasn't quite right, where you can see a little bit of this bar, but not to worry. That's why the snow blanket and moss are our friends, because they can just hide whatever little miscalculation we make. And we don't have to worry about things being like ultra perfect. It just can end up becoming a look as a part of the design. And to make it look like snow was falling from there, I'm just going to run some up here from this top level so that I make it look intentional. And there you go.
Good.
Yeah.
Keep holding, or what am I doing?
You can. Another tip that I do, you guys, after I spray everything and get everything laid, I'll go through once everything has hardened with my vacuum, my little attachment, and vacuum up my train tracks once I'm all done. Because that's a messy process. So you guys can see how this is shaping up. You can see how you can build a really simple base. And if you can visualize building thing up here, of course, I would have the next step that I'm going to do with this is print that cobblestone road that I have shown you guys before I'll also make sure to add that to the links. So this will be covered with a cobblestone road. And then the buildings just go on top, more snow around here. And then you have a really nice setup. So I didn't want to completely finish this setup today for the video. I just wanted to show you guys how you could create something that was super simple, super easy with a lot of scrap materials. Like I said, the video that inspired me to do this actually used pallets for this, but I just used the scrap wood because it's what I had. So closing up your gap pieces with extra styrofoam, with extra cardboard, building on top of that with the moss and the snow really makes for an easy application for this. So stay tuned for a follow-up video for the completion of this, because if I probably have about another, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour or so worth of work just to be able to cover this base. But I wanted to give you a good foundation and just get those creative juices flowing of how you can kind of build out some of this stuff very easily. Have your neighbors and your friends now start saving you styrofoam if you don't want to go purchase any, because you still have time before you need to start your projects for this Christmas. So call your friends and family and your neighbors and say, hey, if you receive any bigger pieces of styrofoam, save them for me. I'll come pick them up. Save your cardboard boxes for me. That way you can use your cardboard for different things like this. I'll be doing some videos to show you guys how you can make walk paths with cardboard and gravel that you can maybe pick out of your backyard. We're in the desert, so we have a ton of gravel. I don't know if you guys have a lot of gravel where you're at, but I will be showing you how you can make a ski slope and all sorts of just cool little things out of styrofoam that's super simple and easy, that you can either trash at the end of the season or store it and it'll be flat so that it's easy to store and be able to reuse again easily for next year. So, honey, where are we at on comments?
All right, let's get back into the comments here. So I told you that we had Joanne from Aruba. Thank you so much for your tips. Mom says welcome. Then Michelle says, I'm going to have to move my furniture to the garage so I will have room for my houses. I go to the flea markets and the yard sales.
Ooh, yes.
Let's see, Canal Mega Drive.
Wait, really quick. I just want to say before you go on, because Michelle's in Maryland and so is Robin. And I'm not sure how close you guys are. I think the last time you said you're about an hour apart. But Michelle, Robin was telling me about this Christmas Village like flea market that's out there. And I was like, you guys have places just displayed with Christmas Village stuff? How lucky are you out there? I haven't been able to find anything like that. I'm going to have to create it in my own state. But I thought that that was really cool. So you guys should connect, and maybe Robin, you can tell her where she can go and check out that place where you were able to pick up some of those vintage pieces.
All right. Let's see. Brazil says this mini Christmas village will be beautiful. Mm-hmm. Michelle Beasley says, sounds good, Miriam. A celebrity welcome committee when you fly in.
I'm going to have to make that visit sooner than later.
Robin says, that's right. Go Terps, Snats, Caps, Ravens, and maybe those poor Oreos. Maryland born. Margarita time after all your work, after all the work you're doing. Michelle Beasley says, haha, yay, those Oreos are really doing horribly. Ugh. Rough life over there right now for the Oreos. No love. Let's see here. Cash Ax, you will have to go back to remember me, because when I email you, it's from shakaaksav@hotmail.com, parentheses Kathy. So someone that emails you.
Is your last initial D?
Let's see. Oh my gosh, it looks good from here. This is hi from Wilmington. We're assuming it's Delaware. Let's see. Looks great. Michelle asked the question, is that Wilmington, Delaware? Oh my gosh. Are we leaving? No. No. Let's see. Michelle says, thank you, Miriam and Dewan, for your great session. Next month is going to be too long until we see you next. I say welcome to Mary Ramsey. Michelle says, I'm in Aberdeen, Texas. Let's see. Hi, Mary Ramsey. Welcome. Welcome. Let's see here. Really, Robin let me know. I went to the Christmas one in Tennessee. That was really nice. Amber Johnson says, I'm in Baltimore, Maryland. And Veronica says, thank you so much, Miriam and Dewan. I look forward to seeing you both at the next forum. Let's see. No, Aberdeen, Maryland.
See, look at all my Maryland folks. Maryland, you guys are representing. You are always in full force.
I think Maryland people are just more vocal. They've engaged. So let's see if any other place is willing to put where they're located.
Yeah, you guys, my hair is falling down.
To hear how many people are so many different places. This is awesome.
My pencil isn't working anymore.
Yeah, Maryland is definitely in the house. So very good, Maryland. All right, that's all of our notes. Let me see. Miriam, Amber is my granddaughter. Yeah, you're right. Go Maryland. Marco is in Glendale.
Amber's your granddaughter? I've chatted with Amber before. I didn't know she was your granddaughter. That's so wonderful.
Marco's in Glendale, Arizona.
Yeah, we talked about that last time. We had 2 gals in from Glendale, and I want to say Maria was the other one in Glendale.
Okay. Love Disney Dogs. It's New Jersey. Which part of New Jersey? Love Disney Dogs. Cash asks, since I do not get an answer from my twice a month session, I have to message you more on Gmail, Miriam. Thank you both for opening up your home and family to us. Evansville, Purple Oasis, Indiana. We have a flea market and a yard sale.
So let me answer Kathy really quick because September is kind of a busy. We have 2 September babies, you guys. My daughter is September 1st. My son is September 22nd. And then my goddaughter is August 31st, but they always celebrate her birthday in September. So she is, well, not always. She's turning 1, and her birthday party is September 4th.
Then we roll into October for our anniversary.
Yeah.
And then your birthday.
And then my birthday. Then Thanksgiving. Then my husband's is in December. So like, I don't want to overcommit myself right now because I just want to make sure that I would be able to give you guys the time. And then you have your daddy-son's trip.
Yes.
So let's see about a date right now while we are all together. How about that? I'm looking at my calendar right now to see what days I have available. And it looks like September the 19th is the first weekend day. September the 19th. Does that work for you guys? I don't see anything yet. If September 19th is a good day, say yes to the 19th in the comments and let me know if that'll work. And then I'll make sure that we start preparing and posting for that one. Oh, thanks, Paul. Yes, love Disney Dogs. That is a Sunday. Yes, it is a Sunday instead of a Saturday. My Saturdays are booked up in September, you guys. I have so much going on in September. So the 19th is the first day that I am available. What? Hopat Kong?
Yeah, that's Jersey. I was asking where he was from in Jersey.
Okay.
Let's see here. Michelle
We
says,
know
"We know
Jesus, family,
than
then
us."
you're right about that, Michelle.
That's awesome.
Yes. Okay. So yes, as long as church after church,
Easter.
which it probably should be. I mean, I can do like a 10 o'clock start my time. That way, it should be noon your time. Wait, no, 1. It'll be 1 o'clock your time if I do a 10 a.m. start my time. So that way, hopefully, you would be done with church by then.
Ryan says, "Perfect. I'm starting to work on Saturdays."
Lloyd says, "If in the afternoon on Sunday because I work in the morning at Joanne's." Okay.
So you might have to just push it back a little further than 10.
Further than 10, like maybe 11 on Sunday, my time, which will be 2 your time. Absolutely. I appreciate the time you invest in this. Thank you, Veronica. Robin says, "Perfect for me. I teach Saturday the 18th fall semester." Okay. And Lloyd says, "Yes, that will work." Okay, great. So let's say Sunday the 19th at 11 a.m. my time. Yes, he's right here next to me. Come here, babe. Come around. He's funny. Bring your chair, honey.
Listen, I'm not dressed for this.
Oh, you're just fine. You're handsome. Come here. Here he is. Here's my honey. Michelle says, yes, 11 to Eastern Standard sounds great. Okay, perfect.
All right.
What did you have, Love Disney Dogs? You said, is he nearby?
Oh, because
did you mean location?
I had asked where he lived.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but I was working in New Jersey for a while with a client, so I was flying in New Jersey quite a bit.
He was actually in New Jersey for almost 2 years on a contract.
Yeah, but it wasn't near where you are. I was flying into forget the name of the airport there. The main airport that everybody flies into if they don't want to go into New York.
That's always delayed.
So
like 95% of the time.
Michelle called me out. We've seen you walk past a bunch. You look fine.
See. Thanks, Michelle.
Newark. That's it. Newark Airport. That's the one I was flying into. I travel so much, so I kind of lose track of where I'm flying and where I'm going. So, yeah, I don't know how you forget Newark, New Jersey. Yeah, I was working up in Princeton, New Jersey area, staying at the campus.
No Notre Dame football to lose on Sunday.
Yeah. That'll probably determine my mood on Sunday. You guys will have to pick me up if things go south.
No, they will be starting their first game on.
Oh, it's 2 weeks.
The second week
Florida
in September,
State,
right?
Notre Dame, Florida State.
Yeah.
Paul, you're awesome. I can't wait to get to Liverpool. That is on the list. Seriously.
Michelle says, you're so lucky to have a great husband to help you. I am, Michelle. This man is so amazing. When I am having a hard time or just a bad day or overwhelmed, he's always right there, but not just even with the build stuff, but just he's very present with me in all things. So it's just, he's a beautiful blessing and he's a fantastic husband. Pretty area, yeah.
Thanks, Veronica.
Great looking couple. Aw, thanks, Veronica.
Canal Mega Drive is Brazil, Sao Paulo.
Oh, okay.
All right. Missed you live again, Jew.
Oh, Julie. It's okay, Julie. The live stream will be posted as soon as we end. So you can go through and actually see what the beginning part of what I built in the back here. And I didn't complete it today because it's quite a bit of work to still complete on it. But I just wanted to give you a good start and show you a foundation. And I'm going to do a follow-up video to this live stream to show you how I wrap it all up and finish it all up. And then it won't be long because I'll be able to edit out some of the some of the parts of me working that I already showed you what I'm doing. Wasn't there a guy on here from Ireland? Oh, that's, you know what? I think Alistair. I think, is Alistair from Ireland?
I don't know.
He's from another one of those countries over there. I think it was Alistair who's from Ireland, but Ireland is actually on my bucket list of places to visit. I hear it's so beautiful there. Mary says, you two need to be on HGTV. Adorable. Thanks, Mary. Robin says, can't wait to see that ski lift you create. Oh my gosh, you may need Hubby to build. Yes, actually, thank you, Robin, for reminding me, because when Roland made the comment earlier about us doing a build for the Christmas Village together, Robin sent me the motorized ski lift. And I know I'm going to say the name wrong, but I think it's like Jagerndorfer. It's a German brand, but it's the motorized ski lift, you guys. He gifted me that for my birthday / Christmas present. And I have it in my possession, and it is awesome. And I can't even wait to pull my tables out. Like, I have been itching to pull my tables out so that I can display this and start playing with it and get it all put together. And I finally have my layout design together for this. And so I absolutely will be building an entirely different platform than what I've ever done in any of my villages this year. So you might just get what you asked for, Roland, because I know that I will need help with holding pieces, building the pieces and things like that. So
we have to definitely bolt that unit down.
Yes, we do. It has to be bolted down for it to, yeah. So I've got it all up here and on paper. I sketched out my design layout, so I know how I want it. And I just need to pull my tables out to make sure that I am dimensionally accurate. So the other thing that I'm going to do different for you guys this year, because last year I did not give you my full village setup. I just set my village up and then showed you the video of it afterwards. So this year I'm going to do probably about 5 different phases of videos of me actually setting up my village. So you guys will be able to see what my process is, what I do from start to finish. I am a little bit anal with things. I have a process on how I do everything. And from down to, like, I do all my table setup first, my builds, all my electrical, I run all of that first. Then I make it pretty. So you'll kind of just get to see the method behind my madness a little bit and see how I do all that setup, and do that in phases so that the videos don't have to be so long. Hopefully they'll be about 15 minutes or so in maybe 5 different videos as I'm doing it throughout the weeks, because I'm sure it's going to take me about 3 to 4 weeks to put this thing all together. So.
All right. You lost some comments. Got to go back up.
Got to go up. Okay. Let's see. Michelle says, wasn't there a guy? Oh, from Ireland. We got that. We got that. We got that. Okay. So Ryan says, oh, sorry. I forgot a question. How many outlets for your village? I am expanding and afraid of overload. Listen, the amount of voltage that one little bulb from the house takes, you can end up, when I did the math, it was like you could have 15 buildings on one outlet. So don't worry about overload, because if you have a surge protector and you even have one of those 12-foot extension cords, you can utilize all of that on the one cord if you need, and then just use another outlet if you have more buildings on top of that.
But it's important to get the surge protector.
Yes.
Get the long, like the ones they have at the schools, the long surge
Were
protectors.
you on the last live stream, Ryan, when I brought the other one out? It's in the closet. I just put it back up in the other closet, but I can go grab it really quick. Let me go grab it super fast so you can see it.
Let's see. Oh, thanks, Mom. She says I'm a really wonderful son-in-law. Such a nice guy. Stay strong. Real keeper. Paul, you're just making Liverpool that much more attractive. Let's see. Pan your mountain over to the side so we can see it again. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the extension cord that I got off of Amazon, and it was $35. And the thing that I love about it most is look at the space between both outlets. You can put an AC adapter and an AC adapter here, and there's still space in between. Whereas some of the other outlets, they're so close together that if you put an AC adapter here and then a regular plug here, they will, the AC adapter covers up the other outlets. So make sure when you're shopping for one to get one that has spaces in it. I have this link in the live stream on the second one that we did, the second Christmas Village Forum. So you'll be able to have the link to that particular one from Amazon, and it's 12 outlets. The cord is 12 feet long as well. It's either 8 feet or 12 feet, but either way, I know it's a minimum of 8. So it has a really long cord, which is nice for me because I need the reach from where I am, where my outlets are, where I put my table set up. So that one is by far the best one that I've ever had. And every year I've purchased new extension cords or power surge protectors. And I always have to end up buying different ones because they just don't work at the end of the day. These are awesome. And I'm done buying new surge protectors.
Michelle wants to see the side of the, she wants you to pan this.
Oh, okay. So, like right here. So this I still have to paint. I'm going to put some moss and grass up here that I didn't get to yet. And then this, I have a cover for this as well that I did on cardboard as well, that I'm going to cover this part up with. So you can see, let me back up a little bit, how everything has really good coverage. And then in here, once I get this painted, I'm gonna stick some moss in this corner here. Was that the right mountain you wanted to see, or did you want to see this one? Okay.
We got quite a few combos that we're behind.
Okay. We'll get back to it.
The lift is massive. Yes, please, your mountain. Love Dog says, it's nice to meet all these people who keep the Christmas spirit in their heart all year round. This was my first live stream. I've only watched your videos. This was fun.
Aw, thanks. I'm so glad. And I'm so glad you decided to engage because you've never chatted with me on my videos before.
Eve, you are so blessed to have a great family. Ryan, yeah, I am having issues with the size and placement of my ski lift. Michelle says, a time-lapse setup?
Yes. Yes.
Can you lift your camera a bit so your heads aren't cut off? So I did that earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't understand everything you speak because of the language, but I love your channel and your art. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Aw,
Again, that's Sao
thank
Paulo,
you.
Brazil. Thanks. Obrigado.
Obrigado.
Awesome. Perfect. Let's see. Ryan Osmond, yes, but not sure the surge protector would solve that. Thanks. Shantae Brown.
Oh, hi, Shantae. How are you?
Hi, Miriam. I was at work sneaking to watch the live stream. I missed most of it, but at least I had something to look forward to later.
Yes.
Hugs and kisses. No, bring your big mountain. Not everyone has seen it.
Oh, my big mountain. Okay, I'll go give you a better look of that.
Behind Dewan.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let's see. I just need Dewan. Let's see, Michelle. We just need Dewan help her to do a Zoom call so Dewan doesn't have to read the messages out loud. Very wonderful. Margarita time, all that work you did today. Agreed.
I don't have it fully decorated because I took it down after last year. So some of the stuff that normally is on here is not here. Like right here, I usually have a deer family. And this one, I don't know if I'll be able to show you guys. This mountain I built to be like double-sided. So it has a little pond on the back side along with some other things on the back too, because this piece I built to float in the middle of my room last year. So I had to make that piece work all the way around because everyone was able to see all four sides of that piece. So I had to make it visually interesting on the sides and in the front and the back. So that particular mountain has things on every single side to look at. And I put little crevices and all these different little places to create caves where I tucked little bears in and little animals and owls and things like that. So I had a lot of fun building that one, but it's massive and I think I need to sell it, unfortunately. That mountain, I wanted to build it to keep. I wanted that to be my forever mountain, but I built it a little bit too big and it doesn't fit in my storage closet. And so I'm going to need to sell it, unfortunately, but I love it. It's one of my favorite ones I've done.
Last couple, then we got to skedaddle.
Okay.
Says, let's see. Paul says, welcome to Liverpool. Anytime, my friend. Miriam's smile is contagious.
I
said, Paul, her smile is very contagious. She got the $1 million smile from her mom.
Yes.
Paul gave the thumbs up and the smile. Miriam, don't forget to check your email. I sent two. One of the Lamax catalogs I found online and I wanted to share with you.
Oh, thanks.
And the other of my mountain needs your tips.
Oh, I cannot wait to see it.
And Mom says, oh, thanks, son. All right. We got it.
All right, guys. We're going to wrap this up.
Two little ones waiting on us.
I had so much fun. I know, because the kids wanted to say hi. Do you want to go call them?
Sure.
We'll let the kids say hi to you guys really fast because I know my son wanted to say hello. We'll see if my daughter's going to be shy. They've been a little bit under the weather this week. They've been home from school because they ended up getting sick at school. So that's why some of my stuff has been a little bit delayed because I took care of my babies first. So I wasn't able to get that my fall home tour done on Friday like I had hoped. But they're doing much better, so they should be returning to school on Monday. So I should hopefully have that video released by like maybe Tuesday of next week. Aw, we miss you too, Michelle. Well, we'll be back. Michelle says, no, don't leave. Do you guys want to say hi? They can hear you, son, so you can say hello.
Oh, hi.
Are you going to say hi, Aliyah?
Hi.
My shy one. All right, well, we're going to get ready to get off. I know you guys just wanted to say hello, so I wanted to give you a chance. All right. Say bye.
Now they don't want to go.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me all. Aw, thanks, Ryan. They're really good kids, too. They're super sweet. So we'll see you guys September 19th. Click on the notification bell if you guys haven't done so already because I am taking off with Christmas like hard come September. So I will have a lot of stuff coming your way for Christmas villages as well as Christmas stuff in general. So stay tuned, stay posted. I will see you probably in about 4 videos before I see you again on September 19th. So if you guys have any questions for me in the meantime, you can always email me at miriamsmanor@gmail.com or just shoot me over a comment in one of the videos and I will be sure to get back with you all. So God bless you. I love you guys. Stay safe until I see you again. Bye.
Bye-bye.